Hi, this is Robert with Space Age Consulting, and today we're going to talk about something that I finally got my hands on. The Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K G2. Now, I've been interested in this camera for a while, but I haven't had a chance to get my hands on it until Colin Sandy with Sandy Audio Visual let me know that he had a demo unit that I could test out. And here it is. I want to thank him for allowing me this opportunity to use it. I had it for about a week, but I made one small mistake, so I wasn't able to get all the footage I wanted. I forgot the battery plate. Okay, that allows you to use V-mount batteries. Right now, I'm stuck tethered using a power cord, so I couldn't get outside and take as many shots as I would like. One of the things I wanted to do is sort of compare it in my regular workflow and see how it looks, see how it would be easy to set up, see what usage I can get out of it. One of the first things I discovered is advertising can fool you. Look at this beautiful picture right here. I hope I get it in focus here. This is a fully kitted out G2. It is amazing, okay? It has the top handle, viewfinder, shoulder mount. Awesome. And a pretty significant cinema lens. Now, my version didn't come like that. My version came like this because this is how you get it out of the box. So one of the first things I learned is you can't really compare these cinema cameras with, say, an EOS R or a GH5. Yes, it does have a screen, but it's not articulating, so there's certain angles I just couldn't get. It doesn't have batteries. So, as I said, I couldn't get all the outside shots I wanted to take, not right away. That is something to consider when you even compare pricing. Because now you're talking about the difference between a $6,000 camera and, say, a $2,000 camera. And yet, what it comes with is significant. So what I decided to do was, I'm going to shoot a quick short video of me just doing some household things. And I set up the two cameras as close as possible. The G2 is set to film, shooting in ProRes at 422 UHD. The EOS R was set to 4K all I 2997 neutral profile. As I was setting up each camera for the shoot, I realized the more intense nature of setting up the G2 as compared to the mirrorless camera, the EOS R. There's no autofocus, so I had to make sure that as I moved around, that I kept the camera in focus. If I was going to be in one place, I had to focus it. Once I moved to a different location, I had to make sure I focused it, whereas the EOS R, I can just put it on autofocus and it would follow me. I also noticed that while I have a plethora of SD cards, I was fortunate enough to have a USB-C card. I love the fact that Blackmagic has embraced USB-C and we could record to those devices easy. They're less expensive than the C fast cards, and they're easier to get in my opinion. So I'm very grateful for that. But not having the battery pack limited my mobility. Not having the SSD card reader for the G2 also limited my mobility because I have quite a few SSDs that I could have used. Luckily enough, the 500 gig USB-C Samsung T5 that I have allowed for 69 minutes of recording. The fact that there's XLR inputs on this camera makes it more professional. And the reason why is if you compare the sound that's coming out even with a Movi mini shotgun mic on the EOS R, you can hear the sound difference with an XLR mic that's just out of frame. These things make a difference. Now, I wish that certain of the extra components that you need to make the GH2, I do wish they came in the box. But because they're accessories, it gives you the option of buying what you need and then, avoiding what you don't. The screen on the G2 doesn't articulate enough to really facilitate my height and being able to shoot in different situations. If I have to have the camera low down, the screen doesn't tilt up enough. Right now, you can't make a selfie screen out of it and show you. So you do need extra accessories to be able to do certain types of work. So you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at these. But when you're talking about picture quality, you can see why the G2 is as well liked as it is. There's so much you can do right out the box with what you're recording. And the fact that you have Blackmagic RAW and you're able to even pull more detail out is significant. Now, you can shoot RAW on the EOS R. I haven't done it yet. Just because I haven't done it yet. I want a much faster card for it before I tried that. Maybe a UHS-2 SD card. So all in all, I wish I could keep it. But for me, for the kind of work I do, I don't really need the G2 yet. But once you have the G2, even though it's almost 3 times as much, plus the accessories, the kind of work you can get with it, you can make that money back quickly. People looking for a professional look or professional files that you can color correct after the fact, they'll be much happier with the G2 than they might with the EOS R. They're just different classes of equipment. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe. In fact, I'm sure you're going to want to see my next video. So, make sure you subscribe. And once you are subscribed, email me. Let me know what you'd like to see. Maybe I can go pick them up from Sandy Audiovisual. He is a Blackmagic Design rep dealer, so he is able to get the equipment that we need. But he also sells many other things. So keep that in mind. Check them out at savweb.com. And get in contact with him if you have an interest in any of your products. Once again, I want to thank him for loaning me this. I do have to give it back today. Sorry to say. Next time, I'll make sure I get the battery plate so I can go out even under COVID quarantine, at least I can go out into the field and take a picture of take video of some things. There's an airport close by, take a video of some planes taking off, things like that. Maybe test out the slow motion features on the camera, see what it looks like. So there are other things that we can test, but this was just a short video that I wanted to take a look at how it would be just shooting a short film within my house. Thanks again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I think I said that already. And here's hoping that you see me soon.